Hello my whoop friends. If you want to convert an aircraft to FPV that can fly very slowly, then I can recommend the UMX Ultrix. At least if you have mastered flying in the Harrier. The UMX Ultrix is a durable lightweight RC airplane with one's brushless drive and with a DSMX receiver and a gyro with angle mode, which is called safe mode and acro mode. I tested two versions. Version 1 with the camera mounted at the front of the fuselage tip. This means that it barely flew without a balance weight, but you always have to pull the elevator fully, which takes some getting used to. The UMX Ultrix FPV version 1 flies better with counterweight, but you notice the additional weight. The weight of the camera module and the needed balancing weight was 14.45 grams in total. It's not bad, but if you're used to flying the Ultrix without a camera, then you'll feel the difference. And then the difference bothers you a little bit. That's why I made a version 2. Version 2 does not require any balancing weight. On the version 2, the camera is mounted in the top center of the aircraft. The front part of the aircraft in the picture helps to better estimate the speed and the angle of attack. I definitely like version 2 better. In version 2, with only approximately 5 to 6 grams additional weight of the FPV system, the UMX Ultrix flies as usual. Only changing the battery is a bit complicated because the FPV antenna gets in the way when you want to turn the plane on its back. And the view forward and below is somewhat limited because the aircraft is partially in the picture. However, for predominantly inverted flying, this version 2 is best. The camera module weight is 5.06 grams. The dry weight of the aircraft in version 2 is 62.22 grams. And the takeoff weight with Tatu 450 Ma 95C LiPo is about 74.69 grams. My conclusion from the test flights is, the UMX Ultrix also flies very well as an FPV version in calm conditions. However, as soon as there is a bit of wind, it is not easy to fly FPV. You have to do a lot of steering all the time and fly with foresight. And it _s very hard to see and feel the wind. It's not quite as maneuverable as a tiny W hoop. It takes a lot of experience and skills to fly around the trees in a small park and between houses in an urban area. I cannot recommend this. There is a big risk that the UMX Ultrix FPV will end up on a tree or roof. But on a windless day in a large park, the UMX Ultrix can definitely be fun. Especially with friends. I would recommend mounting the camera and possibly also the VTX at the bottom center of the fuselage for a better view to the front and below. Especially if you plan to fly more in a normal flight attitude. Together with the original suspension leg, then the camera doesn't come to the ground when landing. My idea for version 3, in the future, camera mounted in the bottom center, because I fly more in a normal attitude than in an inverted attitude. Assembling the VTX camera combo was very easy. The UMX Ultrix has a free servo channel that has direct LiPo voltage, between 3 and 4.2 volts. If your camera can handle it, like the Echine TX01 in my case, then you don't need a separate power supply for the camera VTX combo. If you are interested in flying the UMX Ultrix and in my tuning ideas, then visit my other channel where I explain everything I have changed on the UMX Ultrix. The other channel is in German, but you can activate subtitles. And for everyone who wants to fly the UMX Ultrix with the new DJI O4 Lite, I think it's possible with the approximately 9 to 10 grams additional weight of the O4 Lite digital FPV system. My analog version 1 with the balance weight was around 14.5 grams additional weight during the test flights. And the aircraft still flew acceptable. A voltage booster may be necessary for the O4. You can adjust to a flying feeling that is sufficient with the O4, but not as good as with an analog FPV system with a weight of about 6 grams. Happy flying, my friends!